It's moving on day from Fenhuang today. Normal clobber madness going on inside the room, trying to get all of our stuff back in our bags. But we've really enjoyed this place. It's great, really picturesque, and this has been a fantastic hotel. We're getting the train to Guilin today, which is going to be best part of 5.5 hours. So it's going to be a long time on the train. Whilst we're travelling in China, we're essentially working 15 days in advance because we're primarily travelling around by train, and the train tickets only become available 15 days in advance. Now, up until this point, we were able to book our trains in advance from the UK before we came to China, but we've reached the point now where we're having to book them whilst we're in China, and this was the first difficult one that we had to do. We were in Shanghai 27th of June, and we needed to book this train, and really there was only one train that goes from Fenghuang to Guilin at a suitable sort of time. It's 1 o'clock in the afternoon and takes 5.5 hours, so we get there at 6:30 in the evening. There was one at about, I think, 8:40, something like that, which would have been a struggle to get to. So this is 1 o'clock's a nice time to leave Fenhuang, but it's going to be a bit late by the time we get to Guilin. So 27th of June at 5:30 in the afternoon, the tickets became on sale, and so we'd set alarms, and we were sat there with a reasonable internet connection, and it's like booking festival tickets. We were waiting for the tickets to come on sale, and it's like, right, they're on sale, quick, book, and we got them. So if we hadn't got them, then we would have changed our plans, maybe gone a day later, maybe gone somewhere else, and then we'd book hotels to suit. But it's the trains, particularly where there's limited availability, that have really kind of fixed our itinerary. So we're working 15 days in advance. This gets us to Guilin. From Guilin, we're going to take a boat down to Yangshuo, so we don't need to book that one. So the next train that we had to book, that we have already booked, was the train from Yangshuo to Shenzhen. Again, a long journey and limited availability, so we've booked that one. So we know we can now get to Shenzhen. Well, the hotel has insisted on taking us to the Fenhuang station, the high-speed rail station, and insisted on taking our luggage. So we're not used to being waited upon, so but still nice not to have to carry it all. Oh my word, look at this thing. What is it? It's a way. Good heavens. What a machine. Okay. What do you think of this thing?
I know that hotel wasn't the cheapest. That was the best value ever.
It was amazing. Yeah.
I'm blown away.
Yeah.
And we didn't even take everything that was on offer.
No. And I have to say, in my 66 years, that is the poshest vehicle I've ever been in. It had a fridge, it had televisions, it had reclining seats that went bed flat. It was bonkers. And it just felt like it had effortless, endless power as well.
Amazing.
Amazing thing.
Right, well, we're going to slum it now.
Yeah, slum it in first class. Or, no, or have we got second?
We got first this time.
Have we got first?
5.5 hours.
5.5 hours, yeah.
So.
Yep, off we go.
Well, it's all downhill. So, what do we get as well? Not only could we have had butler service, we got a drinks package with the bar next door. We could have done some kind of food cooking experience at a discount. The transport, we actually got the bus there when we could have got picked up in a car like that, but we declined because we do like to do the local bus. That luxury transfer and a parting gift. Now, we're used to getting gifts and they're usually magnets and stuff like that, aren't they? Which is absolutely lovely. Well, what have we got? So this is the hotel, Fenghuang Cheng Hotel. There's their address and phone number. If you want to go there, I would highly recommend it. Remember, we don't get any sponsorship we pay ourselves. We have got, I think, that's something to eat. I think it's ginger. Ooh. Another packet. Everything's a packet in a packet. You love ginger, don't you? So, there we go. Ooh, ooh. It's really sweet. Crunchy. Yeah. Well, not going to have any teeth left when we get home.
Our train's on the top of the board. We'll be leaving next. And I've mentioned this before, but very importantly, the next to last column is the marking colour, and that's yellow. So we're actually in coach 1, but we're standing by the yellow coach 2 marker because generally the bag storage is between the coaches, so we're better off at the back of coach 1, front of coach 2. We have arrived at Guilin Bay station, Guilin North. After 5.5 hours on a train, that was pretty dismal actually. For first class it wasn't very good. They were selling snacks but they weren't giving any away, and it stopped loads of times. It took a really strange route. I will try and show the route that it took. But it stopped quite a few times, people getting on, people getting off. We weren't able to sit next to each other, our seats were across the aisle, so a lot of upheaval as people got on and off. But we have made it to Guilin Bay, and we think we will try and get the number 100 bus. We're on the number 100 bus from Guilin Bay train station, and it was very easy to find. Just follow the purple signs on the floor that take you to the bus station, and there's one bus stop that has a number 1 and a 100, and we think that both of them go to the same place. We will follow our route on Osmond, OpenStreetMap for Android, and we'll get off when we think we're close. It's about 7 kilometres, so it might take us half an hour or so to get there. So we'll track our progress and get off when we think we're close to the hotel. This is the Gangshi Rooftop View Hotel. Entrance is on the corner of a street and down a ramp, so not the easiest to find, but okay when you know.
Okay, so we are staying in room 8719, which is on the 7th floor, Gangshi Rooftop View Hotel in the centre of Guilin. This room is called the Round Bed Romantic Room. It did used to have, I've seen some older photos, and it did used to have a round bed, but it has got a curved bed, so, but it does look like it did have a round bed. This room was £101 for 2 nights. It is a weekend, so I don't know if that makes a difference. It does have a round bath, which I will definitely be trying that out. I might close the curtains though, because otherwise I can wave to the people in McDonald's and I don't want to put them off their burgers. Nice separate shower as well, which you can also stand there and shower whilst you wave to the people downstairs in the shopping centres. And separate toilet, which is also slightly unusual in some places because they generally have a wet area, but these two are separate. Nice slippers, sink. There are robes as well. And then over here, standard TV, which we never watch. We didn't go for the window option. There are floor-to-ceiling windows because we're not planning on being in, but there's a small, very zen kind of seating area if you want to sit on the floor. Not sure Richard will get up again. And then that, I believe, is the main food street over there. But anyway, very nice, very clean. Smells really nice. Another seating area with a bit of a fridge. I can sit here and watch fishing in the bath. Very nice. So we've just walked to the end of the pedestrian street, and these are the two pagodas. One is the moon and one is the sun.